Hi everyone, it's Judy Bullimore here, employment specialist, dream job coach and creator of the interview story impression technique. Today in this video, I'm going to talk you through the 4 things that any answer to any interview question that you give needs to contain these 4 things, because these 4 things, in no matter what combination you put them in, is going to help you stand out, have the competitive edge, show confidence, and show the interviewer why you're the best person for the job. These 4 things. Okay, so I'm going to take it in order, but as I say, it doesn't have to be in this order. The principles just remain that all of it is going to give you the different sides, the different elements that the interviewers need to make that all important decision. So you're giving them extra, you're giving them more. So the first thing is evidence. No matter what the question, if they've asked you a question, what they really want you to do is prove to them why you're the best person for this job. And you have a few things at your disposal, but one of the biggest things you have at your disposal to pull out all at the right times are your examples, your evidence that you are the best person for the role. So no matter what the question, make sure that you prove why you are the best person or why you can do what they're asking you to do. And that is in form of strong examples. So if they've asked you, why do you want this role? What do you feel like you can bring? Tell me about a time when you've done X, Y, and Z. Why should we choose you? Evidence. You should choose me because I achieved this. I have consistently achieved that. I have a reputation for excelling in this. I have a flair in that because when I did that, this happened. It's the proof, it's the evidence. It's kind of like the nuts and bolts of your interview. You need those strong examples. And if you don't have those strong examples, then definitely talk to me and I can help you identify what they are, because everybody is going to be sitting on so many amazing, strong, impressive examples. The art is to make sure that you get them into your answers and don't leave them out. Okay, second thing, passion. So many people go into an interview, it pains me so much, and they answer the question, but they'd leave their passion behind. And ultimately, this is something that you've got. This is free. You don't even have to rehearse for this. All you have to do is show it. Show your passion for the role. Now, your passion can present itself in all different ways. It could be that you're passionate about the job that you're applying for. It could be you're passionate about the employer or what it represents. You could be passionate about your subject or your expertise, and you really just want them to know your passion. You could be really passionate about the people that this job is going to serve or the impact that you're going to have. You could be passionate about representing who you are and what you want the employer or the interviewer to know about you. The key is to show passion about something and not kind of treat the interview as this kind of, very systematic exchange of answers to questions. You're a person and you come with this unique light. And the skills that you were blessed with, the skills that you want to showcase and say to the interviewer, this is what I can do, that comes from a passion that's within you. So don't be afraid to use it. Another thing, no matter what the question, always, number 3, get in your personality. Bit like passion, very often left behind because people are so focused on answering the question and giving the evidence, number one, giving their skills and experience and answering the question. But what they don't do is show who they are and what kind of person they are. Remember, going back to the role description, they would have actually said what person they was looking for. They will say, we're looking for somebody who, you know, has an aptitude for this. We're looking for energetic, you know, moral, principled people, or we're looking for strong leaders that are going to be innovative and have ideas that are going to take our company forward. You know, we're looking for the next, I don't know, whatever the inspiration, Richard Branson or whatever. You know, they actually say, they state what type of person they are. So if you're applying for the role and you have the personality that lends itself, you know, wonderfully to the role, then it's everybody's benefit that you show it. And that comes with being really kind of comfortable and self-aware and at ease with your strengths, the things that you're known for, the things that, you know, you do well. An interview is basically you packaging and presenting the brand that is you. I have a whole separate tutorial on personal branding, but when you've left that interview and they're talking about all the people that they've interviewed, you want to be the one that they remember. And you might be remembered because you talked about some amazing examples. You might be remembered because you approached a project in a certain way that really resonated with them. But also, you could be the one that they remember because they just really warmed to you. They just could imagine you working with Brenda or Steve in HR, or, you know, whatever the department is. Maybe they can imagine you fitting in really well within their team, but they're not going to know that unless you show what kind of a person you are. And you can do that in all different ways. You can actually say, I'm the type of person who, or you can get it within your answers. So I've got some great tips and techniques on how you can inject personality into your answers, and that's all within my technique that I coach. So be sure to look at the free download in the show notes, in the video notes. Okay, so we've gone through the first three things: evidence, passion, personality. Final thing, fourth thing that you want to get into any answer that you're asked is, so what? What's the so what? What, you've said all of these things, but so what? What will it mean for the interviewer? What will it mean for the employer? If you've got a job to do in an interview, one is to convince them why everything that you're saying is going to work really well for this role and going to work really well for them. It's like the added value that you're going to bring. So no matter what you say, you kind of need something that's going to say, and this is what it means for you. Whether you say it or whether you cleverly and strategically get that into your answer, what you really want to do is take out the question, so what? Because that's ultimately what the interviewer is doing. They've got you in front of them and they're going, all right, you've got the skills and experience, so what? What does it mean for me? Is it better than the other person that I've just interviewed? And is it going to be better than the one that I'm interviewing after you? So your job is to kind of prove that your so what is the best so what that they're going to hear on the day. And your so what is a bit like your personal brand. It's a bit like the stamp, the unique stamp that you're going to place on the role. And that could be your personality, that could be the way that you sell yourself, that could be your confidence, that could be just a little one-liner that you say that really resonated with the interviewers. It could be a mixture of so many things. but you want to make it easy for them to make that decision. So if you use these things in combination, you are hedging your bets. You've got more opportunities to shine. What I really don't want you to do is go to your next interview and just answer the question by giving your example. Really try to inject your personality, really try to inject your passion and your proof and the so what, because all of this together is going to ensure that you are the person that stands out on the day. So I hope that you found that useful. As ever, if you have, please like and subscribe. And if you look in the notes, you'll see a link, and that will take you to the interview story impression technique. Is the free technique that you can look at and use as you will if you want to, or just check it out to see whether or not it's going to position you in the strongest possible way for your next interview, because that's all I want. I just want you to go to your next interview and do yourself justice. And I also have a free masterclass that takes you through everything that I've said, but in more detail. So as always, I hope you found that useful, and good luck in your next interview. Bye.